Today, building apps has never been easier. With AI and no-code tools like Loovable, you'll see YouTube videos where people build full apps in minutes. And honestly, they do work. But here's the problem. Most of those are test apps or prototypes, not real production products. A test app works in a controlled environment, for the builder, for demos, or for learning. But the moment you give that same app to real users or real clients, things change. Now you're dealing with real data, real expectations, and real consequences if something breaks. So moving from test to production isn't about adding more features or becoming highly technical. It's about making smart decisions that turn a working solution into a reliable, client-ready product. In this video, we're not going to dive into complex engineering or coding concepts. We'll keep things practical and easy to understand. If you're into this kind of content, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for future videos. And if you're someone who's starting from scratch, you can check out our school community. We have step-by-step tutorials covering these services, so you can learn how to build and deliver real solutions with confidence. If you're already a product owner and prefer to outsource the technical work, you can visit our website and get in touch with us. Links are in the description below. All right, let's get into it.
This is where cloud platforms like Google Cloud come in. Verification doesn't mean changing features or adding new functionality. It simply means checking whether the application behaves correctly when it's running publicly, outside our personal test setup. The first thing we verify is whether the application actually runs in a live environment. In testing, everything might work perfectly because it's controlled. But in production, the app needs to run continuously and respond correctly every time someone accesses. Next, we verify access and permission. This is about making sure the right people and services have access, and nothing unnecessary is exposed. This helps prevent issues like unauthorized access or misconfigured settings once real users are involved. We also check that the application meets basic security and platform requirements. Cloud platforms like Google Cloud automatically guide us through these checks, which adds an extra layer of confidence before going live. Think of this step as an external approval. Instead of trusting only our own testing, we are letting a professional cloud platform confirm that the product is ready for real-world use. This verification step significantly reduces surprises later on. It ensures that when real users start using the product, it behaves the way we expect. For this demonstration, I will be using Google Cloud Console. Since everyone is familiar with Google, well, first of all, you need to check whether your services is ready. For that, you will need to go into this navigation menu, click on APIs and Services, enable APIs and Services. This section shows all the relevant services our application depends on. Google automatically checks and validates these services, which helps confirm that the app is compatible with the cloud environment before real users get access to it. You can also add inbuilt services into your application as well from here. Now that our product has been verified using a cloud platform, the next step is making it accessible to real users. And that's where hosting comes in. Hosting simply means choosing where your application lives online so users can access it reliably. This step is less about technical setup and more about making the right decision, especially if you're a non-technical builder. One of the most important things to look for in a hosting provider is ease of deployment. You want a service that allows you to get your application online quickly, often with just a few clicks, without needing to configure servers manually. The easier it is to deploy, the fewer things can go wrong. Reliability and uptime are also critical. When users try to access your product, it should be available consistently. A reliable hosting provider ensures that your application stays online and performs smoothly even as usage increases. Customer support is another key factor that's often overlooked. For non-technical builders, having access to good support can make a huge difference. If something goes wrong, you want a provider that can help you resolve issues quickly without needing to debug complex systems yourself. Compatibility with the platform you use to build the product is equally important. Your hosting provider should work smooth with your development tools. That's a no-code platform, an AI builder, or a cloud-based service. Good compatibility reduces friction and simplifies future updates. This is why cloud-based hosting services are often preferred choice. They handle most of the technical complexity in the background, including server setup and basic configurations. Instead of managing infrastructure, you can focus on improving the product and delivering value to users. Before you choose a hosting plan or upload your files into Hostinger, what you will have to do first is to create your own domain. To do that, you will have to go to this domain section and go to get a new domain. And from here, create your own domain, and afterwards go into websites and get yourself the relevant plan you need from here and upload all your files that are related to your website into Hostinger, and you are ready to go. This is where cloud-based hosting becomes a huge advantage, especially for non-technical builders. With the cloud platforms, most of the maintenance work is handled by the service provider, not by the product creator. This includes things like server updates, security patches, performance optimizations, and overall infrastructure stability. Instead of manually managing servers or worrying about system updates, cloud providers take care of these tasks in the background. It significantly reduces the risk of failures caused by outdated software or misconfigured system. Security is another important aspect of maintenance. Cloud providers continuously apply security patches and monitor infrastructure, helping protect the product from common threats. For non-technical builders, this level of built-in protection is extremely valuable. Performance and stability are also maintained automatically. As usage grows, cloud platforms help ensure the application remains responsive and available without requiring constant manual intervention. A helpful way to think about this is through an analogy. Scaling isn't about building a massive highway from day one. It's about making sure the road doesn't crack when one or more vehicle is added. Cloud-based maintenance supports this idea by keeping the system healthy as it grows, rather than forcing the builder to manage every technical detail. Once the application is live on Google Cloud, it lives inside of here. And if you want to look at additional details about what's going on behind the system, you can click on this dashboard button and you will be greeted with every information that is available inside your platform at the moment. And when you go into this activity section, you can get a thorough idea about what is going on. All your logs are in here. When you hover over this observability logging tab, you can take a look at the kind of reports that are available inside Google Cloud, from logs to tracking your codes to alerting systems, uptime checkings, and you can also go into configuring your integrations in here, storage, permissions. All of this stuff is available inside of this dashboard. All you had to do is just get your cloud platform live on Google Cloud. Now let's quickly bring all these steps together. First, we verify the product using a cloud platform. This step confirms that the application runs correctly in a live environment and meets basic platform and security requirements. It gives us confidence that the product is ready for real uses. Next, we chose a suitable hosting server. Hosting is what makes the product accessible and reliable. Once hosted, users can actually reach the application through a stable link without depending on the builder's local server. Finally, we relied on cloud-based maintenance. This is where the cloud handles ongoing tasks like updates, security patches, and performance stability. Instead of managing servers manually, these responsibilities are handled to professionals in the background. If you want to learn this step by step, we've built a school community that takes you from the basics to intermediate levels. It covers no-code tools, hosting platforms, and cloud services, everything you need to confidently take a product from test to production. If you are someone who doesn't want to get deeply involved in the technical side but is interested in building solutions, creating automations, and selling them to businesses, you can partner with us. You get access to a full dev team that can handle the technical work while you focus on the ideas, clients, and growth.